Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host, and today's episode is on return to your innocence. And we will be talking about the energetics. This is going to be a bit more of a transmission because I would like for you to get a feel and a visual and a sense for what it means to create energetic clarity, for what it means to create a sense of purity of light, and the differences and the subtle differences in which, dark energies are able to hook into dark densities, and how really truly this way of innocence, meaning energetic clarity and light purity, is your protection, is your way into the future, is your way into living your best life, highest timeline, new earth experience. Before we dive in, I want to say hello, my gorgeous sister. How are you? I hope you are breathing and feeling, and you are taking very good care of yourself, self-love, self-care, self-nurture, self-support, as you are shifting into higher consciousness, shifting into a different experience on Earth. And I know that a lot of you are feeling this sense of, what the heck? What the heck? It doesn't look like a new Earth. It doesn't look like a good time. It doesn't look like anything positive is happening here. And let's not forget that this is the transformation, right? The old structures, the old ways, everything needs to be not only brought to the surface, but it's also a part of the breaking down of everything that will not come with us into the new earth. And the breaking down period is painful, scary sometimes even. And it's not just the external, it's what we are going through internally, right? As within, so without. And this is why I'm doing today's episode on return to your innocence. Because innocence, it has nothing to do with being naive or shy or immature. No. Let those old ways, those old beliefs go. You've got to let that go. You have to allow to rewrite, to reassign meaning. Bring a new meaning to the concept of innocence. Innocence doesn't mean being a yes person. It doesn't mean you roll over. It doesn't mean you're weak. Let that all go. Let it all go. Out the window, out the window. Shoo, 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 shoo. Go away, go away. It's all false. These are all lies. It's not true at all. You have to take responsibility for yourself, to really not only rewrite yourself, but rewrite what you buy into, how old beliefs of the old paradigm are keeping you in illusion. Because even that smallest belief of, oh, innocence is boring, oh, innocence has no fun, oh, innocence is weak, oh, innocence is naive, these harmlessly seeming ways of believing could be patterns that block you from creating true power, from creating true energetic clarity, right? Because innocence is all powerful. Innocence is all powerful. There's a reason why in the old days it was virgins that were offered There's a reason why darkness harms children, animals, babies even. There's a reason why. Why is that so? Because purity and innocence holds the greatest power, holds the greatest light. And that is what you are able to come back to. That is what you are able to return to. And you might even look at your life. You might even look at choices you've made that maybe you're ashamed of. And maybe you've stored away experiences that bring you shame still from the past. And so if this is the case, then you must understand that that's also illusion. That's density. That's darkness. I'm sorry, I'm still having a tickle. I'm still overcoming. I'm much better, but it's still, is a second away from full recovery from last week, remember? Here we go. So if there's something you feel ashamed of, if there's something that you feel you're not wanting to deal with because it's too painful, if there's something where you feel something has taken your innocence or you betrayed yourself in ways that it took away a sense of purity or innocence, then know that that can be healed. You have to know that that can be healed. Because we're not returning into that innocence the way that we were when we were children, right? We have wisdom now. We have knowledge now. We have lived. We have seen. We have experienced the lack of light, the lack of purity, the lack of innocence. And that is all part of the power. That is all part of the wholeness that growth brings, that evolution of self brings. But whatever there may be that is tucked away in the back of your subconscious mind, that is tucked away in the back of your psyche, almost forgotten, a dusty box. It is the time now to purify by healing it, by dealing with it, by revisiting it, maybe needing to do some trauma therapy around certain things if necessary. But you have to know that these old things that are maybe tucked away, that are maybe forgotten, that are maybe too shameful to revisit, those are the golden nuggets. Those are the golden nuggets, because everything is there for you to heal now. Everything is there for you to integrate now. Everything is there for you to purify. You have the power to purify yourself completely. And that is what is necessary. It is what's necessary for you to actually be in your light, in your wholeness, fully and completely. And I think that the most important thing, and I'm repeating myself on purpose, is for you to know that it's possible. Don't let any belief, don't let any thinking or misperception tell you otherwise. Don't let any all old beliefs tell you that you cannot heal, that you cannot regain your innocence, that you cannot reclaim it, that it's lost. It's never lost. That's all ego lies. It's all ego misperceptions. you are light. You in your essence are light. This light is always there. And no matter how dark it had been at some point in your life, that too can be illuminated. That too can be healed. That too can be faced and dealt with and reunited in its purity, in its learning of the lesson, in its wisdom of forgiveness, in its understanding of human dysfunction, in its release of personalizations, in its rising into the true power that you really are, that is all loving, all healing, all powerful, all forgiving, forgiving yourself and everybody else. This doesn't mean we let it continue. This doesn't mean it'll happen again, because it is this purity, it's this innocence that will keep you safe moving forward. You have to understand, and I'm not saying this to ring an alarm bell. I'm not saying this to create fear. I'm saying this with the intention for you to understand that it's going to get dark. And the way that you will keep yourself safe, and the way that you will keep your family safe, and the way that you keep yourself in your peace and in your light, is by being that light, is by following your intuition. That is how you will navigate. That's how you will know where to go or not to go, what to do or not to do. You will know by this innocence, by this purity, the darkness within others that you then choose away from, because you're choosing your light, because you're choosing your worth, because you're choosing your empowerment, because you are choosing your freedom. You are choosing to release the shackles so you can walk in the new earth, so you can walk in the light. And so let's get to this transmission. I want to talk about how these energetics look. Think of yourself as that little child that you were when you came in. And so children, of course, naturally are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and pure, right? Because they are so fresh from the source. They haven't yet been conditioned. They haven't yet learned to shut down. They haven't yet developed these coping mechanisms. They haven't yet learned to judge or fear, right? Children are just pure, pure light, connected to source. Energy flows freely. So if you were to imagine that, if you were to visualize that, yourself in your purest, youngest form, open heart, fearless in nature, loving and unconditional in your essence. See, sense, feel, visualize that, this energy space. Remember, it's all the way to the tips of your fingers, your outer bodies, your auric field. It's a very big space that is free flowing, just free flowing, because there is nothing yet shutting down. There's nothing yet fearing. There's nothing yet judging. There is nothing yet comparing or competing. Because those are the things that clog us up, right? So visualize it again, see it, sense it, feel it. Your energy is open and clear. A beautiful, clear space of pure energy. And within this space of energy, your light, the light of your soul, your divinity is flowing through you. Because when energy is clear and open, the light, the purity and the power of your light is able to flow through and embody. and guide you effortlessly. And so then life happens and disappointments happen. And children take everything personal. Children always blame themselves. So all of a sudden, the original patterning of, oh, I must not be good enough, I must not be lovable enough, happens. And then more and more disappointments and more painful experiences and abandonments and betrayals happen. And now we're developing the shutdowns, right? The shutting down of the heart, the shutting down of self, blocking self off to protect. So now envision your energy field with whatever the wounding you received, with whatever the trauma you received, clouding up the space. Now the energy gets denser, right? Now the energy gets thicker because these energies are not of the light anymore. These energies are now of the illusion, of the separation, of the ego. Because we know, looking back as adults, it's not true. It was never a child's fault, ever. It's not true. It was never personal. But these misperceptions that are of the illusion, that are of the ego, right? They're forming now these energetic patterns, these densities that lock us up more and more and more because of the ways in which we had to protect ourselves. And so not only does the energy field now grow heavier and thicker, it now also doesn't allow for the light to flow through anymore, right? So not only are we blocking ourselves off from others, but now we're also, because of this thickness, because of this heaviness, we're now blocking off to our true self, to our light self. So now the light isn't flowing through anymore. The connection to the intuition isn't there anymore. The communication to self as divine, as source, isn't flowing anymore. And what does that do? Well, it creates disconnect. A civilization, a world of shut down and disconnected humans. Until the soul is ready, right? And now we are starting the awakening process again. Because all of this conditioning, all of this patterning is also the material for us to work with in order to heal, in order to recognize, oh, this isn't me. This is not the truth of me. This is not the truth. These are misperceptions. This was unconsciousness of people that taught me this, or this was me reacting to dysfunction. And so then from here, as we begin the healing process, right, we're now able to clear layer by layer, pattern by pattern, freeing ourselves from the lies, freeing ourselves from the ego that wants to hold on to the shutdown, the ego that wants to hold on to the coping mechanisms, the ego that wants to hold on to the addictions, the ego that wants to hold on to the ways in which we shut down the heart in order to protect ourselves, when truly it is keeping us disconnected from our true self, our all-powerful self. But so now let's dive into this a little bit more deeply. So now imagine whatever isn't yet healed within you. So be honest with yourself, because it's always about honesty with self. It's always about authenticity with self that opens the door to the healing, the guidance, the truth, the information that you need to go deeper, to heal yourself further. So where are you still holding patterns that are not of your light? Where are you still betraying your temple? Where are you still rejecting yourself or others? Where are you still maintaining a closed heart? Where are you still believing limitation? Where are you still allowing for fears? Where are you still self-judging? Where are you still personalizing people, places, and things? Where are you still playing out the victim role? See these patterns. See yourself, scan yourself, feel yourself. Where is it that you're still holding density? Because it's this density that'll trip you up. It's this density that darkness is able to hook into. It's these densities, it's these patterns, it's these ways of letting the ego still run the show that people are able to manipulate you, that you're going to fall back into karmic patterns, that you're going to stumble and make same mistakes again, lessons not learned. Right? It's important now for you to recognize that it's these densities, it's these patterns that are sticky. This is where the egos of other people are able to hook into, because it's sticky. This is how people are able to pull you in and manipulate you. This is how people and entities are able to play with your ego, to manipulate you because of yet unhealed illusion patterns of lack, right? Not loving self enough, not listening to self enough. These patterns are the sticky stuff that cover up the knowing, the intuition that is here to keep you safe, that is here to help you navigate this ascension period. You have to understand that it is not worth holding on to anymore. It is not worth protecting. There is nothing to protect. Everything now needs to be faced. Everything now needs to be worked with. Everything now needs to be addressed. Everything now needs to be healed. And this includes you purifying your body, right? Because this split is going to get bigger. Of the old earth, that's still going to be of a lower vibration of ego, you know, and fear-based manipulations, or, you know, moving into the new earth that is a soul-guided experience, that is keeping self safe, keeping self holy, keeping self elevated, keeping self correct with self, keeping self as divine, listening to this divine guidance, trusting it, following it, and not choosing anything that would reprogram, repattern, reinforce the old densities, the old energies that were created in this life. And so as you are understanding the importance of this innocence, right? You are in charge. You are responsible. It is important for you to make it important, to reclaim this innocence, to go into this healing work, to go into the deeper opening to yourself, so that you are creating an energetic space of clarity. Because when you are in this energetic space of clarity, back in that sense of innocence, back in that sense of purity. You are in the all-powerful you. And you are now protected from people and places and things and situations that are not of your highest path, that are not of your highest good, that are not in alignment with your highest timeline, that are not in alignment with your sense of purpose and mission work. So the time is here for you to put yourself first. The time is here for you to put your light, your innocence, your purity, your clarity, top shelf priority. And it'll definitely, of course, serve you. It'll serve your soul. It'll serve your mission. It'll serve you in every sense of the way. And it doesn't mean, and I want to touch on this again quickly, it doesn't mean that you're going to live a boring life. Again, it's another ego lie. It's another egoic misperception. It couldn't be further from the truth. You're still going to enjoy sex. You're still going to enjoy fun. You're still going to enjoy fashion. You're still going to enjoy beautiful times with friends where you're dancing and enjoying life and laughing. You're still going to enjoy beautiful food. You're still going to enjoy life. The difference is that now from here, you're going to know the difference between authentic enjoyment and appreciation with open-hearted, like-minded ones, where it's real, where it's love, where it's care, where it's depth, where it's true appreciation of life, the small things in life, nature, truth, depth, communication, versus the old ways of the ego that's all surface, that's just filling a void that can never be filled, that surface satisfaction that is over within minutes, only to leave one thirstier and more hungry still. Right? And so we're really now needing to step it up. We're really now needing to elevate ourselves to not only be free ourselves so that we can live in the new earth, so that we can live on these elevated timelines, so that we can help this transformation of this planet. But it's also to live from this authenticity for others, to see it, to recognize it, to feel inspired by it, that, oh, okay, yeah, I guess they are having a good time. I guess maybe all that joy isn't fake, isn't phony. Maybe the smiles aren't a facade. Maybe it is possible to enjoy money as the energy that it is, that it deserves care and respect. Maybe it is possible to be light and enjoy making love. Maybe it is possible to hold power and claim and be in leadership positions and not fall prey to the ego. Maybe it is possible to be healthy and feel beautiful and care for the body and love life and not be conceited. maybe it's all possible, but it's important to recognize it. It's important to believe and see that, oh, yes, anything you can think is possible. Anything, including the purification of you, including reclaiming your innocence. It is 1,000% possible. It's a process. It takes a bit of time and commitment. When you're in it, it might not be the most comfortable thing in the world. Little growing pains, right? Having to revisit some of these scenarios might not be how you imagine a fun weekend. And that's okay too. But in the end, you facing it, you aiming to heal and purify yourself, and you intending to be back in that all-powerful innocence that is your nature, that is your essence, trusting and knowing that it's possible, and you facing it and you claiming it and you going there, that's where the power comes from. That's where your light comes from. When you're just like, la-di-la-li-la-li-la, I'm not going to go back there. You can do all the sound healings in the world. It will not make a dent in your light vibration. You can meditate 1,000 hours. It will not make a dent in your light vibration. You've got to go there. We have to stop thinking of it as a surface experience. It's a deep, deep, deep choice. And going there and facing it and healing it, that is what will bring in so much power, so much love, so much grace, so much light. That is where the real shifts will come from, that will catapult you into a level of fierce fearlessness, fierce love, fierce empowerment, fierce readiness to be truth, to speak truth, to be and live authentically to your light. That's you having a fearless heart, because nothing is personal anymore. Because you know you are that worth. You know you are that grace. You know you are that empowerment. So the deeper we go, the more light we embody. And I just want to leave one quick note here, actually 2 quick notes that they're reminding me of. One is, we're not getting stuck in pain body. That's not what this is about. We're not here to just perpetuate, you know, needing to feel the pain, disguising it as healing. That's not what this is about. That's a different subject. That's a different vicious cycle. That's a different way of healing. This is now needing to shift the focus to self as light, to shift the focus to self as joy, to balance out from all of the pain that has become the norm into being the authority of self, into being that sovereign divine being that holds energy, that holds a lot of energy. And it's a small percentage. I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, it's definitely a subject in the collective. The other thing is that when you're working with healers or teachers, and this is something that I've become aware of, I can't tell you what to do, but my advice to you, my guidance to you is never, ever let anybody else's energies into you. Like, I've been watching a few videos out there and I'm like horrified, horrified. Like, don't let any foreign goddess energy into you. Don't let any foreign serpent energy into you. Don't let any foreign dolphin energy into you. None of that. You already are everything that you need. You already have everything that you need. Do not allow for foreign energies, even if it seems to be the purest intent of deepest healing. No, 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 no. You only bring in your light, your soul light, your divinity, the highest light from your own soul. Of course, we work with Mother Earth. Yes. Earth is the balance to your light, remember. Yes, you can definitely bring up Mother Earth. You always bring up Mother Earth. You always want to be grounded. But as soon as a healer wants to bring in foreign energies or consciousnesses, this is always an indication for you to stop it immediately. Have that much strength, have that much courage to say, nope, nope, that's not what is okay for me. That's not what resonates for me, because it'll mess you up. It'll mess up your energy. It'll mess up your own light. It'll mess up your own sense of self. It'll cloud you in your own clarity. And in some of these healers might be meaning very well and they just don't know. But this is very important information. This is very important guidance for you to pay attention to. You already are pristine. You already are pristine light. And these patterns that you are here to free yourself from and heal and clear, they are a part of your journey. You chose to come in and receive these patterns. You chose to come in and take on certain karma. You chose to come in and experience everything that's created, the masks, the shutdown, the patterning, all of it. So take full responsibility. You as the soul that you are, you as the sovereign divine being that you are, you came in and you chose it all so that you can work with it, so that you can learn from it, so that you can reclaim your power and your innocence and your true, true, true light self, your own light, your own divinity. And it'll always guide you according to your soul's mission for this upcoming massive ascension process. So remember that it is your intuition that keeps you safe. Remember that you already are everything that you need and you already have everything you need. And that this is the reason you've come here, to heal and to reclaim your light, your divinity, the powers of vision, the powers of wisdom, the powers of divine identification. Okay, good. I know this was a little bit of a deeper one. Some of you might consider it heavier. Some people consider depth heavy. I don't. I love depth. I know depth. I understand the importance of it. And again, it's just an ego misperception. Because the ego resists this change. The ego resists the deepening. It doesn't understand going deeper. It doesn't know. So it's scary to it, and it then perceives it as heavy. So don't shy away from renaming, rewriting your perceptions, your beliefs. It all has to be rewritten now. You're free. You're free to rewrite yourself as the light, the way that you feel called to from the depth of your light self. Good. From here, thank you. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your presence, your time here on this channel. And keep seeing yourself in your light. Keep seeing yourself in your energy clarity. Keep witnessing where you are still holding density so that you can become immune to density and darkness, so that you can truly be in that protection. Because when it's all light, nothing can attach. Light isn't sticky. Nothing can attach. Nothing can hook you. Nothing can manipulate you. Because when you're light, you see it all, you know it all, you feel it out, all. Nothing can attach. So the light is your protection. Your innocence is your protection. From here, I am sending love and light blessings to you and yours. Hugs and kisses. Ciao for now.